Well, you know the financial landscape hasn't been easy lately. Market volatility, inflation, and interest rate swings have a lot of people wondering if their portfolio is still working for them. Many retirees are looking beyond stocks and bonds, but do alternative investments really make sense at this stage? Joining us now are Travis Smith and Zach Jenkins from Northstar Financial and Retirement Planning. Hi, guys.
Hey. Good morning.
All right, so alternative is a big word, but does it really mean that, people who are already in retirement, what are they looking for? What are we doing?
Yeah, well, you said something key there in the beginning. You said, hey, people's portfolios, are they still working for them, if they're wondering that? So you mentioned alternatives. Well, what is that?
Yeah.
Well, it's something that might be different or kind of like a hybrid, like of a stock of a bond, kind of like best of both worlds. But what are you giving up? So there's this world out there of alternatives where it might be really geared towards addressing concerns that retirees have. Okay. So they might be thinking about reducing their portfolio risk, creating income, whether markets are up or down. So, we address that with people, and starting from the very beginning and saying, hey, here's where you are and where do you want to be, and helping them find, what instruments fit to help them do that.
That makes sense, because the more in retirement you get, you really want less risk.
Mm-hmm.
Risk is not your friend. And is it true that a lot of y'all, that you talk to don't always have a clear plan? And how do you help them come up with a clear plan?
Yeah, a lot of people, when they first come in to meet with us, if they're using a lot of the tools they've used in the past, maybe they've been more geared towards growth, and they don't have the mix that might make sense for helping them to still create that income when markets are down 15 or 20%.
Yeah, that's a good example. I mean, from the growth and the protection, like you want both. Can you give us examples of how you can make it work for you when you're trying to grow it but protect it at the same time?
Sure. Well, we find that sometimes people have the right blend of investments, they're just not in the right investment accounts, right? So from a tax planning perspective, we want to make sure that some of the tax deferred or less or more advantageous tax investments are used in our after-tax accounts, and then perhaps some of the dividend or income producing investments are in tax deferred accounts. So making sure that we've spread it or allocated the pie appropriately is another important.
Because I know this is like so basic, you notice all the time, but sometimes it gets confusing, like, well, am I paying the taxes now, or am I deferring it and paying it later? What's the benefit of doing?
Yeah, the answer to the first part's yes, because you're always, but and that's where the analysis comes in. Zach's is really good about interacting and looking, okay, is this the right type of investment for this account? What is it? Does it have favorable tax treatment? There's certain investment returns that have favorable tax treatment opposed to others.
And we talk about this income plan a lot. What about a spending plan?
Yeah,
and
I like that.
That kind of makes me think of one of our clients. He and his wife, they've got a rental property down at the beach, and over these next couple of years, we're talking about which accounts to spend money from based on its tax classification, because by managing the reportable income that they have, he's going to be able to benefit from several tax deductions associated with the rental. And I mean, it might be saving them somewhere in the neighborhood of $5,000–6,000 a year in taxes.
That adds up.
It adds up, and it's less that he and his wife have to pay to the government, and they get to keep it.
Well, see, and then it also feels like, well, we didn't really spend that because that was going in that, you know what I mean?
Sure.
In any way that you can kind of trick your mind into doing things. But these are things that are, super simple to them. They've been doing this for a long time. So harder for us sometimes to understand. So come in and schedule a call, right? You'll sit down and help us go over all that. So listen, if you were trying to find that balance, and if you're retired, if you don't have a clear plan yet, don't worry. It's never too late. You can talk to them, especially if you have saved $500,000 or more. The team at Northstar, they're offering a complimentary retirement plan review. It's your chance to really evaluate your current investments and explore alternative strategies that could fit your retirement. So just give them a call now to schedule your session, 864-297-0762.